what it looks like when you set up our call center software, call tracking software here. So you're going to have, I'm just going to give you a quick rundown. Right here is kind of the home screen. So you have a header, you have a couple headers at the top. The top one, second one, third one. The third one is more of columns and rows, giving you what each column is about. You have a hamburger icon on the left. You click it, it opens up, and it gives you activities, numbers, flows, reports, help, and settings. So in activities, you can go in. This is going to change your log right here. If you click calls, you're just going to see calls, text, forms, chats, faxes, videos, export log. Videos are right now being developed to connect to Zoom and that type of thing. You can have lists, block numbers, you can send bulk messages. So that's all right here. And we'll also have some other videos showing you what it all looks like live. So then you have numbers, and this is where you can buy phone numbers. You can see all your tracking numbers. You can create receiving numbers. Basically, where do you want these phone calls to go to? You don't have to send them to a receiving number. You can have agents that actually answer right through the software right here through what's called a soft phone. When you click phone right here, it opens up, and this becomes your soft phone where you can make calls and receive calls, and multiple people can be in it at a time. This is your text numbers. You can bring phone numbers in by porting them, and then you can create certain settings for each phone number, like have a whisper when someone calls so you know where it's coming from, what to do if nobody answers. So there's a bunch of settings that can go in there as well. Then you have flows. Your flow is basically your routing, what direction you want things to happen in. So you have voice menus. Voice menus are your typical, hey, press 1 to do this, press 2 to do this. But you can also enable speech recognition, so they don't have to press anything. They can just say it. Queues is another way to route. Smart routers, yet another way. Geolocations. You can create schedules to say, hey, I want this phone number to call to do this during this schedule and do this during that schedule. If you're a big call center, you can have agent scripts. You can do routing tables. So there's all the different kind of ways possible to route a phone call, a form, a text. And then you can also automate things. So you can create triggers. So hey, when this call was received or ends, or if it's less than 20 seconds, or if this conversion is achieved, send a text and an email, update a field. So you can do all of that. You can also integrate AI to come in and listen to the call, transcribe it, and then based on that, do certain things, give you a summary or like input data. You can also look for keywords in those calls. So if they say XYZ, do this, do that. You can create webhooks, lambdas, API logs. Now, another really, really powerful thing is the smart dialer. So let's say you have a list of 1,000 people and you want your agents, let's say you have a call center, to be on the phone all the time. Well, what you can do is you can contact your agent first, who's going to be in the soft phone, and then it will dial your contact. And if it connects to them, it will automatically connect to your agent. Or you can call the contact first, and then when it connects to them, then you can send it to the agent or another phone number. You can create forms that you can put up on the website. So then when the form is filled out, that activity item shows up in your activities. You can have a chat widget, chat AI. So there's a bunch of different things here in the engagement you can do. You can also see reports. What's happening, how many calls, how many texts, how long, how much talk time. You can also customize those reports based on custom fields you may create. So you could create a custom field for each call that says, hey, did this sell? Yes or no? How much? And then you can get that data in reports. And so there's all these different type of reports. If you run a large call center, you can connect real-time agents. You can see who's answering. Or maybe you have 10, but they're not in one office. You can actually go in and coach. You can see what they've been doing. You can monitor all of that. You can create custom reports, notification scoring. All of that in here. You can ask for support. You can add as many users as you want. You can actually control what users see by creating access groups. So basically you can say, hey, I want this user to only see this phone number. Or I want this user to see all phone numbers, but I don't want them to see this, this, and this. So that's all customizable in here. But yeah, it goes through this, and you really can do almost anything when it comes to phone calls. Another big important thing here is the Trust Center, which is what happens with the Trust Center is Trust Centers have to be done by an administrator, but what we do is we go in and we set up your Trust Center and we get you approved to be able to send text messages, because that's now the law for businesses. If you want to send a text message, you have to be approved, registered phone number, and then you have to have a subscription and a unsubscribe automation in there and prove that people are actually requesting texts. So that is all included in our call software. Again, we would love to help you. I'm going to create some more videos on this as well. Thanks for watching. Again, this is Garrett with eWebify. Talk to you later.